All right, so welcome to the Healthy Wealthy Podcast.
Yes.
I'm with Jeffrey Butts. This is his channel, and I'm usually behind the channel, behind the video camera.
Jack came out tonight.
So what we are doing right now is a kind of a concept where we talk about any updates that we're having with the channel, as well as anything that we have learned on this journey for health and wealth. How you doing today?
I'm good, brother Jack. I'm good.
All right,
good.
all right, man. You were telling me something about, what were you looking at just now about some type of formulation?
Oh, yes. Okay. So, you know how I scour the internet. I try to look and see some things. And sometimes I see things about a vitamin or mineral or an amino acid that is interesting to me because I'm always looking to optimize life. I love life, right?
Yes.
And the only way to me to enjoy life is to be healthy. That's what I think is all we got.
Yeah, health is your wealth.
That health is your wealth. That's it. So
right.
in me looking for these things, I found this concoction, this formula that's used, that was used in a test with maybe let's say it was 30 people. I'm probably saying it incorrectly, but test group 1 got the formula. Group 2 got the formula, only some parts of it. Group 3, they were the control group. They didn't get anything. Right?
So what is this formula? What is it about?
It's about, okay, so the body works in a certain way. We age. I got gray hair, you know?
Right.
And the reason why I get gray hair is because over the cycle of my cells recycling, there is a time that it's not like your time's up, right? But there's a time that the code doesn't get recopied to the new code well.
So it's like a Xerox copy. It just keeps getting faded and faded.
Yes, over time it gets bad. It gets bad, and that's how you get old, right? So there are.
We need to upgrade the printer around this thing, or the copy machine.
This is upgrading the copy machine. So there's a group of cells that are made to only do something with. They're highly organized, and they're called Sirtuin cells, right? And these cells basically are the ones that regulate how that transcription comes out in the end, right?
Okay.
So you can do a certain protocol for exciting or keeping these cells fresh, so that when they do their job, you're actually getting younger. So in 9 months of Group A that did it all the time, in 9 months they got 6.5 years younger metabolically.
I've heard about that. The biological age is different from your regular age. And
correct.
They're finding ways to turn back that biological age.
Yes.
There's this guy that he kind of looks like an alien a little bit. He's like super smooth, super like young looking, and he's like he has his son in there with him, where they're basically he's doing experiments on himself and making himself look younger. I don't know if you
redheaded guy.
It might be.
He's a billionaire for some reason or something like that.
Yeah, he has a lot of money.
He takes like 95 pills a day or something like that.
Yeah, he looks like he's. Now, don't quote me. He might be drinking baby blood or something.
Maybe. I don't know. I know what you're saying, but he looks kind of like androgynous almost.
Yeah,
but I think he's redheaded,
like a
right?
Cyborg a little
kind of. I know what you're talking about. I don't know his name. I can't think of his name,
but he's so intense about like
he wants to be young.
Yeah, he's trying to turn back the clock for real.
He's trying to be like 10.
Yeah.
Because he's going hard.
I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna show a picture of him right here.
Oh yeah. When you find him, and then you gotta say his name. But I know you're talking about the redhead guy. He's a billionaire tech guy, some kind of way. And then there's another billionaire tech guy. Can't think of his name right now.
Tech guys.
It's always the tech guys.
Yeah. We need a Jamie, so we can be like, pull him up, Jamie.
Yeah,
like,
Jamie, where's Jamie at? You know, Jamie. No, there is no Jamie. Jamie's working with Joe right now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Or not, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, this guy, he has a store in Santa Monica, and he's got these brain things and brainwave functions, and he's got a camp that can make it so that you get hypnotized to do everything that you want to do, probably for like $30,000-$40,000. But Dave Asprey. You heard that name?
Might be the same guy.
No, Dave Asprey?
Yeah.
Hang on. So Dave Asprey, short hair, wears glasses sometimes. He's got blocker glasses. He was the first guy that I had seen on the internet that said you have to block out the light radiation out of your phone, the blue light, and you have to have blue light blockers. He was the first guy that I got onto like that.
Yeah, you know, when those
Dave
blue blockers, was that the blue blockers? Mm-hmm. When that first came out, I thought that was like, you know, some pseudoscience type stuff. But
How do you know?
now we know, like, the phones change color and everything, like the color temperature when it's nighttime, like the iPhone to change and everything. Yeah. So the blue light really does affect your sleep.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And I preach that, hey man, you got to turn off your phone. Dude, Pete, hey, turn your phone off an hour before bed. But I'm sorry, I don't do that often. Sometimes I don't get to do that.
Me neither, man.
For some reason, I might get caught up. I'm saying it to people, but maybe I'm really saying it to myself. Like, I got to turn that thing off. Wait, what's one more? Just one more. Okay, one more.
Yeah, it's addictive, you know? Man. It's meant to be
15
addictive.
minutes more, and yeah. And they got me. Like, so my challenge or struggle of late has been to do the things that, first of all, I write them down. Mm-hmm. So to go through the list and write them down. And when I write them down and then I check them off, I feel a little bit better. Mm-hmm. I feel like, okay, I did that. But then I find that I write some things down and they don't get checked off. They get checked to the next couple pages. Yeah. And then I might not even get them to the next page, and I'm already on the next page. Then I might have forgotten that thing completely.
I heard a hack to help with that is to actually, instead of put it on a to-do list, you put it on a calendar and block out time for it. Because the to-do list, all of our to-do lists are too long. You're never going to.
Yeah, I'm not getting that thing done. And I'll do it at like one time, like, and you got to do this, and you want this. You know?
It's like a Christmas list of like what I wish I could do if it was like 3 of
It really is, though. But and of the books that I write in, I pretty much get them done. I mean, I think that's how I've moved the things along in my life so far, I think. So I definitely go through it, yeah.
So is that your main way of staying productive, is to-do list? What's the thing that keeps you going and on top of things?
I think meditation helps.
Yeah.
You know, and it helps me when it's time to really focus, that I can do focus. Mm-hmm. But I still know that, I mean, like my ice cream and cookie dough thing that I do. I mean, I told you about it. I love ice cream and cookie dough.
Oh, yeah. You're an addict.
It is so not good. It is so not good for me. You know, and,
I feel you.
And not that it's like not good for me, but like it gives me it'll give me like a rash. You know? Yeah. And I'm like, oh God, really?
It's literally like it's toxic, man.
It's
sugar.
Something.
Sugar is delicious poison. Like it really is.
Poison. So you know what is delicious poison? Alcohol.
Oh yeah.
Alcohol is delicious. Yeah. Delicious poison.
You ever sip alcohol as a kid and you taste it and it was like, why do adults drink that? You know? And then when you get older, you're like, oh, okay.
Okay, that's why they're drinking this.
I see.
That's what Pops was talking about.
Yeah.
I feel like I went to like my grandparents. I did. Grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary. Could have been their 60th. You know, I was young, and I got into some alcohol. I got into some alcohol, and I got sick.
Oh, you was drinking.
I was drinking.
Dang. Okay.
And I felt the ooh, like I'm not quite right, you know. And I kept going. I was like, ooh, you know. And everything's funny and happy and more lively. I was funny, happy, more lively. At least I thought, you know. Yeah. But on the ride home, boy, that car was just moving way too much.
Oh man, you got drunk at.
I got drunk at the.
How old were you?
I had to be, 10, 11, 12. I don't know.
Oh man, okay. Yeah.
You know, I was young. You know.
Saucy.
Yeah, I was saucy at the thing. Now,
young saucy.
It didn't make me like say I gotta do that. Ooh, I gotta do that again. You know, because I didn't.
When was the next time you drank after that?
Oh, it was probably later on that week, probably or something.
Really?
Like that. No, but it was definitely like now teenage years.
Yeah.
You know, hanging out with the fellas and parties and stuff. Yeah. You know, I threw a couple parties myself, and I was definitely underage drinking. Back in the day. Can you say that?
This is a confession.
Is it? No. This is my confession.
No, but you know, like drinking is one of the worst things that you can do for your body, but it's so good. And I remember watching this Andrew Huberman like video.
See, you don't want to say why you have to bring that up.
Oh my God!
Why'd you have to bring that up?
He ruined alcohol.
He
like
ruined
I still drink it, but he still ruined it.
I still drink it too. I still drink it.
But I try to like not drink it as much because he's like, there's no health benefits at all for drinking alcohol. And matter of fact, it's complete poison and it's damaging you and messing up your brain.
He said it. He said it in the nicest way.
Yeah, he said it in 3 hours.
Yes, it took him 3 hours to be like, why are you still drinking? You're still here? Oh yeah, it took him so long to tell me how bad alcohol was. And when I saw it, I knew that this was going to be a problem. I knew it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I mean, we come off of weekend binges. I love tequila. Because Shoshana from the Vitamin Lane, she said that it's good for you. Maybe not good for you, but it's better for you to drink the agave-born alcohol over the corn, which would be a vodka alcohol, which is not good for me. Plus
I've heard
has
that
GMOs
too.
and all that stuff.
That's true. It actually helps with digestion and it lowers your blood pressure.
Now see, wait a minute. Now you've gone too far with that. You've gone too far. You're saying that alcohol lowers your blood pressure.
Tequila, specifically.
Tequila.
Yeah, specifically. If you drink, like, they're talking about like a shot worth of like an ounce or 2 ounces. Okay. But not drink like shots like how they do it, you know, like in the parties and everything like that. But, you know, it's really like the safest of all the alcohols, but it's still poison. It's still bad for you.
I mean, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. But again, delicious. I get the reposado. You know, delicious. Reposado.
And you make it real cold, make it real icy.
Ooh. And then over at you remember we were there when we did the cryotherapy video.
Oh yeah.
Now see, I was warned that alcohol after cryotherapy just makes the effects of alcohol even stronger. Makes sense. We did multiple shots that day.
Oh yeah.
We ran into that party, that group, and we knew everybody ish. It felt like we did.
Yeah.
We certainly did afterwards. Yeah. We knew them afterwards. That was Naticia and her crew.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a good time.
That was fun.
Yeah,
and we were just like laughing and having fun and taking shots.
Was it the alcohol or was it that we were just in really great company? You know, like.
I think a little bit of both.
Maybe a little bit of both, but I was thinking, man, don't let this ever stop, Lord. You know, I was like, can we keep doing this? Because this is it.
And then the next day, you're like,
oh my
make it stop, God.
Please. The next day, I felt like I was like hungover or just bad for like days and days after that. I was not good after that.
And I wonder, is it something to do with the blood flow after you get out of the cryotherapy? Because what does cryotherapy do for you? It reduces inflammation.
Yes.
I think it gets your blood pumping a little fast. I don't know.
Well, okay.
I'm not a scientist.
So as I understand it, it brings the heat from your extremities, arms and legs, into your organs, which are really important, your heart and all that stuff. And whether the heart or those organs go up or down, I'm not sure. But each cell has a mitochondria, which is called the powerhouse of the cell, which we have found out to actually have its own DNA that has nothing to do with our DNA because it's a bacteria.
That's wild.
In every cell. So we are symbiotes with these mitochondria.
Yeah.
The mitochondria are like, what is this stupid host doing to us? And they're like, okay, and then it calls the cells to do things. It makes brown fat so that when you do it, if you should do it again, that the cells are more ready to do it. So it kills off the weaker cells and it makes progeny cells to make stronger cells for that type of behavior should I do it again, which I did today, by the way.
Yeah.
But I didn't drink afterwards.
Right. But you stick to doing the cryotherapy. I'm more of a sauna guy because I hate the cold.
Oh, I love the sauna. Sauna's great.
I'm a wimp with the cold. I gotta
I mean, you could be a wimp with the cold.
Man, it's cold in that cryotherapy.
But I believe that it's probably still nicer than an ice bath.
I'd rather do an ice bath.
What?
Yeah.
That's like you're supposed to do that for like 20 minutes, though.
No.
Yeah. That's what they say.
What?
You got to get in it and stay in it because
I've heard
it doesn't
like,
do what the cryo
I
chamber
heard
does.
like 5 minutes.
What?
5-10 minutes.
Still, 5. Okay, how about this? I don't do 5-10 minutes in the cryo chamber. I think it would be worse in ice water. It's the way flowing on me. What?
I've been in ice water, like at the they have this
At
place
the lake?
called Jeju.
Yes.
They have
I've done that.
super cold.
That's super cold, bro.
Yeah, I'd rather that because the water kind of is still, with the air is just like blowing all around you. You feel like you got stranded in Antarctica somewhere.
You messed up. But yeah, Jeju.
Yeah.
You know.
But sauna, I like to hit the sauna. You know, the benefits of sauna, reduces inflammation, has the heat shock proteins, and it makes you live 10 years longer on average, and that's backed up by science. You know what I'm saying?
I would take that weight. It's 4 times a week though.
4 times a week.
4 times a week. But then, okay.
I go like 5, 6.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, I try to get, because I have a little sauna here, right? Now, here's where I don't know. Okay, so Andrew Huberman started talking about the saunas. So did
Dr. Rhonda Patrick.
Dr. Rhonda Patrick,
Yeah.
thank you. So first it was like it has to be 164, 168 maybe degrees at a certain time, right? And then it was like 174, and I was like, oh man, my chamber only does like 170, right? So now I'm out. And then it's at like 20 to 30 minutes. So my thing is like, okay, so if I do the lower numbers, 170 at 40 minutes, man, I still sweat my butt off, you know, like.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
it's doing something.
it's got to be doing something. But I think, do you know how hot the hot ones that you go, the saunas that you go to are?
Well,
do you know the temperature?
see, the thing with I go to LA Fitness, and they're so different for each one. I have to find one that's super hot.
Oh.
But the one that I find that's super, I found that's super hot is like 180 to 185 ish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I don't have the home one like that. And
I've
canceled
been
my
in one that was
subscription.
like 200 before. And
200?
Yeah, it was like it was.
There's
it
no
was
hanging
crazy.
out in 200.
It was
200.
crazy.
That's like cooking people. Like literally.
Yeah, it's like close to it was like 190 something.
Dang.
Yeah.
There's some Florida sauna or something like that.
No, it was I forgot what sauna it was, but it was like more outside of the city of Atlanta a little bit.
See, I rarely or barely go out the city. Go outside the perimeters, man.
Oh, I know you city boy.
I can't do it. You know, I'm allergic to traffic and stuff.
I feel you. So what's going on with let's tell the people what's going on with the channel. I mean, obviously we're continuing to put out the content that we, believe in, and the information that can help people and help hopefully change their lives and make their lives better. And now we're doing this podcast, and we continue to hit people with the information.
Yeah.
So what is the long-term goals of this channel? And what do you see? This is your baby, this is your vision. Where do you see it going?
Man, I was looking to do something that would be greater than me, So if I could help one or multiple ones with a better understanding of either like what life's about or their possibilities in life, which to me are endless, right? Then I will have done something good. Then somebody else can be the inventor, the creator of something that helps another huge number of people, and we get to, bring society into the future, like a bright future. Because, I see doom and gloom all the time. Like it's on the news,
Yeah, especially now.
Like the wars, right now we got the war in, it's really in the Gaza Strip now.
Yeah,
but
wow, yeah.
But and I am not a political person.
Right.
I know some history things, but I'm not like super historical. I need to study that more, but it just seems really crazy out there.
It just seems bad.
It seems very bad out there. For whomever started what, I side with this whoever, and I when Trump said something in that Richmond, Virginia murder where the guy drove down the road and killed a bunch of people.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. And it was basically a KKK protest that they were like, hey, we're going to do a protest in the city. And
Yeah.
and Trump said there was good people on both sides. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Now, I couldn't quite resonate with that because I'm like, wait, one group absolutely promotes hate and death and murder of people that don't look like them. What good could you see in them? Now, I'm saying that, right? Well, and then, of course, then there was the people that were, supporting equal rights and freedom and how black lives actually matter and all that stuff, right? So there's two sides, but then he said both sides were okay. And I'm like, Trump, I don't see how. But then how about this? What if Trump can say that because he himself, as a white man, can see the good in his hate-mongering base? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know.
Or he's a politician being
right, making sure that he speaks to his base.
Yeah. Make sure they stay. I'm not finna condemn them because hey, they're giving me votes.
Yeah.
Which is like.
That's just
anyway,
too much.
We get on politics.
That's too much. Yes, but so
he looks unhealthy. But he keeps going. He it's crazy. He hasn't aged like the rest of the.
Like he has aged.
Like the rest of the presidents, they seem to age like 20 years when they get out of office. He looks the same.
Huh.
Like he's like a cockroach. He's just he's unkillable.
well, certainly we know that he could shoot a man in the middle of Times Square and get away with it. We do know by law that he can do that. He hasn't done it, but if he wanted to, he could.
Oh man,
I understand that. When he said it, I was like, that's ridiculous. Like, why would you say that? And then now I'm like, he can.
So let me ask you this. This is a crazy question.
What?
What if Trump comes to you and be like, I'm a little unhealthy, but I'm amazing anyway. But Jeffrey, I hear you're a good man, good brain, good smart brain. What should I do to get more healthy?
Dang. And you telling me I'm talking to the ex-president Donald Trump?
Exactly.
I mean, I'd give him the real if he wants to hear it, I'd tell him that he needs to know what his blood type is. I say that. I say he definitely needs to drink plenty of water. He already knows about ivermectin. He already knows about ivermectin, so I don't think that I have to preach that to him. and then he did say this thing where he was talking about, you could clean the blood, you can detoxify it and then clean it, right? Well, that's a method that's called ozone therapy. Like he was saying it incorrectly, but that is a thing.
He said the same thing about the light. He was like, you could shine
a light.
Shine the light in the body.
On the body. Yes. So how it actually goes is you draw the blood out, right? You have this machine that's an ozonator which turns O2 into O3. You can draw it up into a fat syringe, and then the blood that you've drawn out, you then spike that blood, and it goes from like a dark red to a brighter red. And then when you draw the blood, that's your blood, back into the body, you could go through these UV lights that excites the red blood cells into your body so that there's a higher exchange from the blood passing through a cell and the contents of waste in that cell. So it's a greater exchange. But you have to do it multiple times, and you have to be in a detox
like PRP?
mode. Not at all. Not at all.
Something totally different.
No, something totally different because PRP is where you take out the blood again, but then you centrifuge it.
Yeah.
And then you put the plasma portion back, and it has what's called I can't think. It has what's called chemotactic cells, or you've separated the factors in the blood that call healing properties to an area. So in some cases, there's like like you can have a snake bite. I saw this. They got the snake. It was a snake handler and a cobra. Bit him through the cage or something like that, or he opened the cage and it shot out and bit him in the stomach. They have a very poisonous, acidic venom, and it actually they got it right, but then over time it started. All of his organs started dissolving and necrotizing, and he literally had a hole like you could put your hand into his stomach because it was just
They did this on purpose.
No, he got bit by the snake.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So after he got bit and they fixed it, it didn't really fix because a hole was forming bigger in his stomach.
Wow.
And I guess he was able to live because the blood flow was still working, and he wasn't bleeding out of his stomach because there was nothing to come out of, because they were just called necrotized, meaning the cells had died in such a way that they themselves were decay.
That's hard.
And the blood was flowing around the hole, but not out of the hole, right?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So in order to fix that guy, they did a bunch of PRP, and they separated a bunch out, they slathered it into the hole, closed it up, and everything grew back.
What?
Yes.
That's wild.
Yes.
Okay. PRP. Yeah.
PRP.
Wow. All right.
And that's protein derived fibrin. It's like a clot.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Wow. So let me ask you. You know, we got the flu season coming, and we did a video. Well, you did a video about vitamin D.
You could say we did a video.
We did a video.
We did a video,
yeah,
Jack.
But
yeah.
you were on the video.
I was on the video.
Yeah,
I was on
behind
the
the camera.
Yes, thank God. Thank God you were behind the camera. Yeah.
So yeah, we did vitamin D.
Check. Yeah, I remember.
So I still haven't heard any news organizations say like, hey, get your vitamin D. This could help you from COVID.
But
they're pushing the jab.
The shot?
Yeah, they're pushing the jab.
Oh God.
But
still?
I heard.
Well, wait,
that
where are
only
you seeing this? Like
less than 3%. 3% of the people are getting the jab now. So it's a lot less people that are getting it.
Okay.
But they're
some
saying
people that got it, they're like, I'm not doing that again.
Right. They said from 6 months on up that they should get. They recommend, the CDC said that if you're 6 months on up, you should get the COVID shot. And I'm like, where's the talk about the vitamin D? You know, like, because that if people don't know, it's like it helps with your immunity so much, and it actually helps against all types of sickness or getting sick with any type of flu type thing. So basically, it's a good thing to have to protect yourself, and along with exercise, along with sleep,
all the stuff we talk about.
Yeah. But there's no mentioning of this. It's only like a straight up, this is the only solution, and I have to believe that that's because there's so much money involved in it and stuff like that.
I mean, I'm right there with you. I'd imagine that there's a lot of money involved in getting people that way, and then what about conspiracy theory? I'm giving you something that I want you to express later.
Well, on that note,
I mean, maybe no. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe anything's possible.
I don't know. But thank you for helping.
I always think about following the money. Like where's the money? Yeah, where's the money going?
Boy.
Yeah,
Yeah. But I mean, this show is an alternative to that show.
Right.
That's it. It's not against it. I'm not against it. I mean, everybody has to make their own decisions because it's in your own beliefs what you believe. But
as a doctor, a doctor of dental surgery, being in that field, how do you balance the need for medicine versus more naturopathic remedies? Do you look at both as they have their place and everything?
They both have their place, yes. Some people, you can't change their paradigm. My doctor said do this, and I'm doing this. And they're falling apart, but they're doing what their doctor ordered, and maybe to themselves like a good soldier, perhaps. Mm-hmm. And that's usually an older person. There's some younger people that also have a lot of faith in that system, which is fine if you live in that paradigm. Like my candy of choice was a Snickers, right? Mm-hmm. And now that I know my blood type, it was so bad for me, besides the sugar, but it's got peanuts in it. Mm-hmm. And I realized why Like when you eat a Snickers and it takes the hunger away. Well, for me, peanuts aren't really good based on my blood type, and they make me feel bloated, and I always felt bloated, and I wasn't hungry. You know?
So it did
its job. You know? So I'm like, okay, that works.
Yeah.
You know, you can't tell me that it doesn't work. I ate a Snickers. I'm not hungry. You know, was it nutrient filled? Not at all.
Yeah, I remember like being hungry and eating a candy bar, like, which is like
What?
one of the worst things you can do.
Get it from your mama? What?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that was the thing, and now, you know, being more seasoned, if you will, I'm seeing that particular thing does not work in the long run for a long haul.
Right.
Because I'm having people's friends of friends, right? None of my people that I know of, but people just dying. Just had a person had a massive heart attack. They're a doctor. They were a psychiatrist. They had a massive heart attack during a session.
Wow.
Died during a session.
Wow.
And I think he was 55 years old.
That's young. Man.
That's young to me, you know.
Yeah. I
Being
mean,
55 everyone should at least expect to see 55. I'd like to see 55, you know, but you know, but I don't know what. This is just a friend of a friend. I don't know what he did, if he had a chronic heart condition or anything like that. But it seems like chronic conditions are caused by chronic behavior. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. And that behavior, you just have to recognize and see what you're doing. You know, and the whole food, sleep, exercise, detoxification, and mindfulness behavior thing that I say all the time, I feel like that's just an easy help for someone to just, you know, well, what am I exercising? Am I eating good? You know, how do you know that you're eating well? And that's, I say, know what your blood type is.
Okay.
You know?
Well, a chronic behavior that we can all get behind is like watching this channel.
Yeah.
So
yeah, let's get that. Okay.
So we go. I think we could wrap it up here, and
we're on the wrap.
Yeah, man. We just you know, we'll be back next week with another episode of the Healthy Wealthy Podcast. Yeah, that's about it, man.
That's a good job, Jack. That's a good job, Jack. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jack.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah, we
See
did it.
y'all
We
later.
did it. All right. Take it easy.
Oh, like and subscribe. Send this conversation to a friend of yours.
Yeah.
And please leave a comment in the comment section below if you found anything interesting in this podcast. See you.